Hello and what's up everybody? There's no time like the current to get updated on your quarantine news. For those of you tuning back in for another episode, it's good to see you, and if this is your first time, welcome to The Current, a news magazine show produced by seniors in the South Elgin High School Beacon Academy. I'm your host Daryl Barnes, and I'm actually in my room right now because I'm kind of running out of new spots to shoot in my home, but that's a problem for another day, so how about for now, I let you guys in on what we have in store for you on this week's show. Coming up, PJ and Gavin review a movie all about social interaction that can take place from a distance. Then later on, Olivia has an interview with viral TikTok creator Jeremy Cohen. And Adam tops things off with a thank you message to those that have helped us through this pandemic. But before we get to those stories on the pretty light show, we're going to start things off close to home, where Tara was able to cover the virtual grand opening of South Elgin's new firehouse.
Thank you, Daryl. I'm here out in the beautiful village of South Elgin for a virtual grand opening of brand new Station 23. They unfortunately had to cancel previous plans to celebrate due to COVID-19, but we're here for the virtual celebration at a socially safe distance recording, so let's see what they have for us today.
Attention South Elgin and Elgin Fire Departments. As of 07:30 hours on Friday, May 1st, 2020, the South Elgin Fire District is proud to announce that South Elgin Station number 23, Engine 23, and Ambulance 23 are now in service.
It was a big day for the village of South Elgin as one of the two brand new fire stations got sworn into service. This has been in the works for quite some time now, and brand new Station 23 is a beautiful one-story, 12,000 square foot facility that will house a fire engine, ambulance, and diving equipment. Mike Rothacker shares the strategic reason why Station 23 is placed on South Elgin Boulevard.
We've seen about a 70% increase of our calls east of the town side on the river, east of the river and the railroad tracks. The railroad has also picked up their use of that rail line, so we're finding oftentimes more than not, our responses are being delayed because of the freight train crossing over the tracks. So our daytime population on that side of town is about 6,500 people with all three schools over there, so we felt it was appropriate to provide protection to that side of town.
Congratulations, South Elgin, from your friends at Station 1.
Everyone was sure to congratulate all the firefighters virtually. We can't wait for them to start a new beginning here, and especially during these hard times, we thank first responders for their service, and hopefully this new home will make it easier to attend emergencies. Live from South Elgin, I'm Tara Konieczny.
Thanks Tara, and I know y'all hear that music, so you know what time it is. Quick trivia! The movie The Social Network follows a tech genius through the rocky start of which popular social media platform? Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, or MySpace? In this 2010 release, Jesse Eisenberg plays the role of Mark Zuckerberg as he travels the tumultuous path of trying to launch his social network, Facebook. And whether or not Facebook is your social media platform of choice, some of you might ask, is this movie worth a watch? Well, to answer that, we turn to our expert moviegoers, Gavin and PJ, for a review.
Hey Gavin, did you get my friend request on Facebook?
I think you mean the Facebook.
No, I mean Harvard Connection.
Oh, no, I blocked you.
Do you even go to Harvard?
People want to go on the internet and check out their friends, so why not build a website that offers that friends, pictures, profiles? I'm talking about taking the entire social experience of college and putting it online.
Okay, The Social Network. The one thing I did enjoy about this movie is that it played off in a sense where you can root for whatever character you want. They don't make Mark Zuckerberg the protagonist. Like, yeah, he's like the main character, but he's not exactly the protagonist. You could see Eduardo as the protagonist. You could see the brothers as the protagonist. No one has a complete 100% ethical way of going about things, which I think is very complex and interesting.
But I feel like everyone forgot Mark Zuckerberg is a horrible human being.
He is kind of a jerk in that movie. Everyone's kind of a jerk in that movie.
This movie is really dark.
It is.
Like, this is not the kind of movie where, like, you want to sit down with your family and have a fun adventure movie. No, this movie's dark. It'll put you in like a bad mood. And that's what I love about it. It basically just tells the audience like, hey, this, maybe not all of it happened, but this is just our perspective on it. And his whole, Mark Zuckerberg's whole thing going to Capitol Hill just kind of confirms that, yeah, he did this.
but if you do like barbecuing in your backyard, you'll love this movie.
Hey everyone, we are live from my backyard where I am smoking a brisket and some ribs.
You know what, Gavin? Since I have done the reviews a lot, I think it's your time to tell us how we rate this movie.
Whoa, oh boy, I'm so excited. Okay. Due to David Fincher's incredible direction and Aaron Sorkin's spectacular writing, we give this film 4 stars out of 5.
Thank you guys for tuning into this installment of Gavin and PJ's Movie Reviews. Tune in next week for our most anticipated review yet, Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Thanks for that, guys. And while Facebook had its run in the 2010s, last year in 2019, CBS News reported that the app TikTok actually surpassed both it and Instagram, becoming the most downloaded app on the planet with over 1 billion downloads. Now, a couple of weeks ago, Tara had the chance to interview TikTok musician Carson Elliott. This week, Olivia and Penny had the chance to talk to another viral TikTok creator who's using his newfound popularity to make a difference during these unprecedented times.
With recent spikes in boredom across the globe, ordinary people are gaining TikTok status overnight. But what most people don't think about is what they do with that fame.
Being quarantined all alone in this apartment, I got pretty lonely. I'm a social person, I'm very outgoing. I wasn't seeing anyone in person, and then I saw Tori across the street and I immediately felt attracted to her.
Now this is not your typical boy meets girl love story. Jeremy Cohen has felt the well-known effects of quarantine loneliness. That is, until he saw a woman dancing on her roof across the street. With his 5-part Quarantine Cuties series gaining 65 million views on TikTok, Jeremy has all of America following his socially distant love story.
And a giant inflatable ball. Oh, quarantine people.
To be honest, I felt a little guilty, like going viral during this virus. Like I was finding this success in this time when everyone is struggling. The way I like to think of it is this story, this work brings a lot of positivity and joy and hope to people. But I think to take it to the next step is to take some sort of action.
As a portrait photographer, Jeremy had to find a new way to capture his subjects in New York City.
But I'm usually close with my subjects. In this series, I've been pretty far away.
When his rooftop series blew up on social media, he decided this would be his chance to make a difference.
That's when I got the idea to do a print sale where 100% of the profit went to Invisible Hands,
ultimately raising $9,000. And during this uncertain time, Jeremy has been the light that we've all needed. But what motivates someone to be so kind-hearted?
If you really boil it down, I think ever since I was a kid, when I was 7 or 8 years old, my mom had stage 4 oral cancer, and she was ready to give up. It was pretty much she was giving up, and something got in her and she fought it and she went through hell and got through it and survived. And I wouldn't be the person I am today without her. Ever since that happened, I've been living my life like any day could be the last. There's just so many reasons to smile. If you're just kind, like other people around you, you'll inspire kindness around you.
And inspiring kindness is definitely something he's been doing during this difficult time. And it isn't difficult to see how his heart is even bigger than his bubble. From The Current, I'm Olivia Dean.
Coming up next here to round off this week's show, Adam took the time to put together this special message to all those who have helped us amidst this global pandemic.
In this time of quarantine, with our lives taking a drastic twist, we have a lot of people to thank. I mean, think about it. Teachers, government workers, and doctors are just some of the many people risking their lives or finding creative ways in attempts to normalize our daily lives. But now the question isn't who do we thank, but rather how do we thank them? And I'm here to answer just that. I'm gonna give you guys 3 simple ways you can say thank you to someone who's impacted your life the most during these times. To start it off, I'd say the most impactful thing that you can do is simply say thank you. Whether it be over text or over the phone, saying thank you is something that truly hits home for a lot of people. Now, this is one that I can personally speak on. A few weeks ago, I was able to go and help out at one of our local grocery stores and help them stock. Now, one of their regular customers simply came up to me and said, "Thank you for being here." And let me tell you, that motivated me throughout the rest of the day. So I encourage you just to take a few seconds out of your day and simply say thank you to those who matter most. Secondly, if you're a little more artistic like I am, You can create greeting cards that you can either deliver to your local restaurants or a local hospital. Now personally, this is one that me and my family did for our local hospital. We all took a little bit of time out of our days to create greeting cards saying thank you to those who are risking their lives to save others. And not only was this a great way to say thank you, but it was also the perfect stress reliever. And finally, something that's a little more unique in my opinion is something that Panera is doing. Right now on their website, you can purchase discounted e-gift cards that you can send to those who have impacted your life the most during this quarantine. Now you can send this to one of your teachers or maybe just a local mailman. But whoever you send it to, they're guaranteed to love it. Because, I mean, who doesn't love free food? If you want to learn more about Panera's Send a Meal from Far Away program, then go and visit their webpage at www.panera.com and scroll down to the 20% off gift cards. With that said, those were just 3 simple ways out of the many ways that you can say thank you to someone. But whatever it is you do, let's all try to go out there and say thank you to those who are helping make our lives a little bit easier. To wrap things up, I hope you all are having a great day. I'm Adam de Guzman, and stay safe.
Sadly, guys, that's about all we have for you guys this week, but before we go and send you on your way, we have a couple quick announcements and a little challenge for all our viewers. First off, the SAHS newspaper and yearbook staff want all South Elgin seniors to check their student emails and fill out the senior survey, and be on the lookout for the senior superlative voting that'll be coming that way as well. As for our challenge, it was brought to our attention that this week is also Teacher Appreciation Week. So what we want you all to do is reach out through email or send a video to a teacher that has helped you in some way, shape, or form and thank them for it. Now that can be a teacher you have now or had in the past. So that means parents. I'm challenging you guys to do this too. Again, send that special teacher an email, or if you're brave, send a video extending your gratitudes towards them. And if you're super brave, send that video to our email below for a chance to be featured on our next episode. Now I'm warning you guys, if you don't participate, not only will it be embarrassing for us to not have anything to feature next week, but our teachers may never have the satisfaction of knowing just how you feel, especially now when you won't even have the chance to tell them in person the rest of the year. Anyways, guys, that's a wrap for today's show. On behalf of the whole crew, thank you for tuning in. Signing off for The Current, I'm Daryl Barnes. Stay safe, stay healthy, be happy, and don't forget to send your favorite teacher a thank you. All right, I'll catch you guys next week, and until then, have a great day.